back to another mid-afternoon special, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Well, how's your new been going? Hope you had fun with your family and friends. Well, this is how my new year started. So, first and foremost, it was Jan 1, ladies and gentlemen. New Year's Day. A fresh day to start. Morning I got woke up, preferably at 8 a.m. Got some work outside to do. Had some help to friends and family. Did that, came back in the afternoon, had lunch with my family, and I told my mom this. Well, mom, we've been struggling a lot the last year, right? Last year has been really tough on me, guys. If you have seen my Christmas video, you might have known it. But there have been some good times also on this year. So I said to my mom, mom, let's go eat dinner outside. Well, I booked a nice restaurant in my area. Well, it's kind of not bougie, but still, it's good. I told my mom told, okay, cool, done. We finished lunch, slept, and then this happened, ladies and gentlemen. It was evening 5 p.m., right? I heard a sudden fall to the ground. I looked back, I was sleeping on the couch, so I looked back, it was my mom falling to the ground. I woke up my dad, we rushed, took my mom from the ground, sat her on the sofa, and we started, tapping her face. We started calling her friends and family who were doctors. They all told it was because if she had, my mom was diabetic, so if she had low sugar, this would happen, right? So that was pretty normal, they told. So I tried to wake her up, but she was not responding. She had to call, so we had to call 108 ambulance. And this is when I found out the truth, ladies and gentlemen, about the Indian government and their system of 108 ambulances of saving patients, as they say. Well, 108 ambulances doesn't take you to a private hospital, ladies and gentlemen. They take you to the goddamn government hospital. And that's not good for a patient like my mom. So, first and foremost, we called, they came, they checked out. To be fair though, they had all the equipments required, on standby. So that's pretty good. So they checked out my mom. They said, sugar is good, but BP was little high. So we were scared, right? So we boarded the ambulance. We got to the GH, and that's where shit scared me the most. GH was not a hospital. It was more like mortuary. Right? There were 25 stretchers with full of patients and no one to take care of. And that's when I started crying. Well, probably if I leave my mom there, she's probably not going to make it. So we, called a private ambulance, a Kovai City speed ambulance. I'll put everyone's link down in the description. Go check it out if you want it. Then we rushed mom to the nearest hospital, which is the KG. The next best hospital. We took CT scan and then we found out it was a brain stroke. That's when shit started scaring the most. But we didn't know the size of whether it was big, small, or extremely big. Then one of my family doctors told we should shift my mom straight to the KMCH, so Kovai Medical Center and Hospital at Avinashi Road. So we did that, right? They also took CT scans. My mom was in the emergency hospital for 24 hours straight. So we admitted mom on Jan 1st, Monday evening, 8 p.m. That was the time when we arrived at KMCH because of other hospitals we had to visit. The doctors told that we have to leave this situation for 24 hours to get a correct reply on what is going to happen, right? So, cool. We let it for 24 hours. We had to sit in the car. Monday passed. Tuesday afternoon came. The doctors called. They told these three things. So, brain stroke happens in 3 steps, it seems. So, it has a small blood clot, it has a medium one, and it has a big clot, right? So, these are the 3 types of clot that happens usually in a human brain. And human brains, as you might study in science, is the most fragile part of your human body. My mom's right there in between medium as well as large. So that's scary, right? See, I'm shaking right now. Anyway, so the doctor said that don't worry, we leave this, if you leave this to dry for 72 hours and nothing happens, the blood clot doesn't clot anywhere else around the spot that has happened, then it is good. Or we can do a surgery, which is nothing major. It's a 1 hour operation to reduce the strain of the blood clot, and it will disappear in a few days time. So this is what doctor said. So we had to take a lot of CT scans, ladies and gentlemen. So Tuesday, same day, nothing changes. My mom was put on sedation on the ER, and she was made to sleep. So the next day, probably around Wednesday morning, around 10:30, 11, my mom was shifted from ER to the ICU. So ICU was, a little bit better than the ER, so that, each patient has a separate doctor as well as a duty doctor and assistant to take care. So that's pretty good. So they shifted her to ICU, and then she was put on sedation and she was put to sleep. And then again she was given a lot of CT scans, and then after like about 48 hours later after the accident happened, that was around Wednesday evening, maybe like 7, let's say, right? The doctors called. Doctors told us the good news, ladies and gentlemen. So the clot has not yet gotten any bigger, or has not gotten any leaks. So she's perfectly safe. We don't need to do any surgery on her. So but we have to wait for 72 hours to see the other results if anything happens. So 72 hours go by. Probably it is around Thursday evening or Friday morning. I'm confused about the date. Well, the doctors called again, and they said that she's perfectly safe. Next up is the recovery. No need to surgery, because the blood clot is about 30 ml as I recall. So it's 30 ml. So good, perfect. That Saturday comes. Saturday, this is the time where they announced lockdown. So it was Jan 6th, right? And then I decided, okay, mom's good. Mom's, not pretty good. She cannot, recognize us or the doctors, but she's not in a bad state of health. She's recovering slow by slow, So the doctors told that we have to let her, be calm, so that the blood clot will automatically start, draining up and becoming a normal functioning brain again. So to be fair though, my mom was a great Sudoku player, and that kept mom's brain, very good, it seems. I didn't know that, the doctors told. So if you're a great Sudoku player, then your brain's pretty healthy, ladies and gentlemen. See, you're a great Sudoku player as well as a great crossword puzzle solver. So she used to do this for the past 10 years. So my mom's brain is pretty strong, because whenever you get a brain stroke, it automatically affects other parts of your body, or other organs of your body. That's usually that happens because it's a big brain with a lot of wires going down to all parts of the organs. If one strikes, others is also gone. But in case of my mom's, nothing happens. So that's pretty good, right? So then I decided, okay, I didn't do a vlog for about 7 days or 8 days, but I had a lot of videos on the hard drive, fully edited, done, ready to upload. But because of this, I had to stop all this, right? Excuse me, guys. Well, okay, Saturday came, and this is the other shitty thing that happened. Well, if lockdown announces in India, I don't know what happens to all the top restaurants in India, Nanamuna, Anandas, Subu Mess, Junior Kupana. They all start acting really bad. Well, I had to eat out because I had no food. I had to eat outside. And the next day, yeah, shit happened to me, ladies and gentlemen. I got food poisoning. So, I saw my doctor, not at KFC, but outside. They told me it was actually because of food poisoning. I don't know what the food safety is doing in India. I think they're sleeping right now. But if you're right now eating outside, please do stop eating outside. Please do eat safe food at home, because pretty Sorry about the background noise, ladies and gentlemen, but pretty much all the hotels around India, at least in South India, I don't know how it is in North India, they are serving either old food or pretty rotten stuff mixed with a good one. So either one of those, you're gonna get food poisoning and you're gonna start vomiting, and possibly you're gonna get COVID. So please don't go outside, guys. Always be safe, wear your mask, sanitize yourself, you know, self what is it, distance from others. Yeah, anyway, back to the story. Now it's Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there's been news that mom's been recovering very healthily, and it seems that my mom's has got some uh, movements in both her hands as well as her legs. Her eyes can open. The sedation is off right now, so but we have to stay. We have to see until if this goes further. But there's no more surgery now. It is full of only medicinal things, right? It's recovery stage. So that's how my 2021 went, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, 22 went. 2022 went. It's a pretty rough start, but I hope things will get good at when I start, moving towards the years. Well, that's why I have not been uploading for the past week and a half, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry if I made you cry, but this is the status of me and my family. But just slowly recovering. That's it. Well, things that I want to say. If you want to say, if you are in a sticky situation, that if you want to, if any of your family members need any transportation to a hospital, kindly don't call the 108 ambulance. Call the private ambulances. They are much faster, and they're much better experienced drivers than the 108 ambulances. And better you get your health checked up soon than to wait at GH. Well, that's one thing. And also, if lockdown comes, please, for the love of God, don't eat outside, ladies and gentlemen. I have suffered more than enough. I have vomited probably like 16 times a day. Well, that's exaggeration, but you get the point. And if you're watching this while you're eating, I'm really sorry. And well, COVID strikes again, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be 2021 all over again. Yeah. Well, that's all for today's video, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and see you on the next one. Well, just give me a couple days till all this fixes up, right? I'll see you with a brand new video. There's some dope stuff coming in the 2022 year, ladies and gentlemen. See you. Peace.